Americans died when their home was set ablaze by Jewish militants in the village of Duma. Israeli officials described the incident as Jewish terrorism. Police also say they are investigating whether the actions at the wedding constituted an incitement to violence. The 53 Americans taken hostage in Iran in 1979 will finally get financial compensation that has eluded them for decades. This after U.S. lawmakers included a payment provision in sweeping spending legislation. The men and women taken hostage by Iranian student groups at the U.S. Embassy and who spent 444 days in captivity will be given restitution of up to $4.4 million US each, or $10,000 for each day they were held. The agreement that freed the hostages in January 1981 barred them from collecting restitution from the Iranian government. This meant the victims spent decades unsuccessfully pursuing claims. One person was killed after a shooting ensued from an argument at a crowded shopping mall in North Carolina. Detectives from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department are investigating what the department called an officer-involved shooting inside the North Lake Mall. Police said in a statement that off-duty officers who were working at the mall arrived at the scene after a fight broke out. One armed person was shot and pronounced dead at the scene. No officers were injured. You're listening to the news on 938 Live. More coming up in just a moment.
Your voice and ours on 938 Live.
Newsmakers, opinion leaders, movers and shakers. What they say on the record could surprise you.
It was on Instagram. Basically just said that he would not stop until my child's dead.
Aren't you afraid that one day they will confront you in person?
Oh yeah. So I show you, I actually carry around weapons, you know.
It was my duty to speak up, even though we would have been very unpopular with the ministers.
How difficult a situation did speaking up put you in?
I was ridiculed. It was quite discouraging.
Did you cry?
I cried alone. I never said that.
Have people openly castigated you for not being able to meet their needs?
They have raised voices. A lot of people think MPs are superhumans, but at the end of the day, we're all humans. We make mistakes sometimes.
What inspires you?
Death. I'm very greedy about life because I know I'm going to die.
On the record with me, Bharati Jagdish. Fridays at 7:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. on 938 Live.
The news and more on 938 Live.
Continuing with the news on 938 Live, the time is 6 minutes past 9. Back at home, Deputy Prime Minister Teo Chee Hean says Singapore's social cohesion must not be allowed to fracture, even if the country were to be attacked by terrorists. Mr. Teo, who's also the coordinating Minister for National Security, said no country can guarantee that it won't suffer a